Okay, starting in. Hello and welcome to another episode in my Warhammer 40,000 Conquest series. In this episode we'll be going over issue 26 painting guides for your Reikland Flesh shade. So stay tuned. Right, so basically we'll be painting using a shade, Reikland Flesh shade. So nothing too complicated here. So we'll get right to it. All you need is your medium shade brush, some water, a palette if you have it, but you don't need it. If you don't have a palette or an old plate or whatever, then you definitely need some blue tack, and I'll show you in a minute why. And then you'll need your models as well. So let's get started. So what you want to do first of all is wet the brush, because it's going to be very dry from not being used, and it won't be that effective at absorbing some of that flesh shade. Then you want to get that real good shake to make sure that you get all those pigments moving around. You want to make sure we don't spill it. So if you've got a palette, load your brush up, plop it all on the palette, and then take what you need from the palette, making sure you don't overload the brush so you get more control over the areas that you are shading. If you happen to not have anything to use as a palette, then what you do, you get the blue tack, stuff it underneath, and then press it onto your table, and it won't budge, and that way you'll be spill free. And then you can just take the paint you need from the lid and give it a shake every so often. Okay, so we've got a small selection here, just so we get a little idea of what we're doing, because you don't want to see me do the whole lot. So we'll start with the ultramarines. So chaps with masks, the reavers, you want to make sure you don't have too much on your brush, and just be careful of spillages on the mask area. Make sure to try and push the shade into the recesses as much as possible so it doesn't pool on the flatter areas, like so. See, it shades in the eyes nicely. So say I accidentally get some on the mask like that, then what I'll do is I'll quickly rinse that brush and dry the worst of it, but while it's still a bit wet, I'll just rub over it like so. As you can see, it's removed it. Also, if you get too much in the recesses, you can always just dab the brush over it like so, and that'll take it away. So Lieutenant Calcius as well, give him some colour, and you can see like it's instantly making a difference there. There you go, look at that. See, it's shaded in the cheeks, the sides of the nose, the eyes, and I'll put a link up here on how I painted it, but I made sure that I kept the eyes black rather than doing the Pugman's glow inside the eyes and the mouth, so that I'd get that additional depth later on, and as you can see, it's paying off definitely. Now onto the Death Guard. So we'll start small with your little Nurglin. So nice and easy. It's entirely fleshy, so you just pop as much as you like on them. If you put a bit too much, it doesn't matter, it just makes them look a little bit more mucky, which is perfectly fine by them because they happily live in their own filth and the filth of others. Strange little things. Standard Poxwalker, and you can be a bit more liberal again. Don't worry too much if you spill. it all adds to the flavour of the character. Just try not to spill on too many areas, as you want to reduce the amount of work that you have. So I'm avoiding all the spines on the cloth, just going for the bare flesh. You can see I've got two tones going now. I've got the Bugman's Glow and I've got the Death Guard Green. But I'm going to shade the entire lot because it gives Death Guard Green a very off colour, very dirty off colour. I want to avoid the spines because these will be shaded in something different later on. There you go, so sort of looking like that. For some of the characters, you'll have these tubes, these flesh tubes, lovely. So you want to paint those up, and you'll have some death's heads or skulls. You've got plenty to keep yourself busy, but it's not too arduous that it's going to take you forever to do. Like so. See, simple yet effective. With your Lord Felfius and his tainted cohort, you will have a lot more to do. You're going to have more tentacles, bulbous growths like these, just hanging out of him, all that sort of stuff like that. And for one of them, you'll even have this funky thing on the base. So what you do is you slap it on those as well, like so. Lovely jubbly. You get all those boils that you painted as well, like that, and then you little tentacles and stuff, and then a healthy dose on the inside of his cape, as this is skin that's been flayed off of something very furry. So what you want to do is push it around as much as possible. You don't want it to pull like this. You want to push it into the recesses and try and make the most of those recesses. So the flatter areas don't have dollops like that. It's just smooth. You just get those dark areas around the edges and in those recessed areas too. And then you just go around and do the rest. And of course, how can we not forget to shade in his big, stupid, grinning face? Don't allow it to pull too much on his face to overwhelm the details. The Blight Hauler, I'm going to need a lot of this shade. So it's going to be all of these fleshy areas. So get a real good coating. Again, don't let it pull in the flatter areas, the raised areas. You want to push it into those recesses because that's where you want your shade to sit. Alright, and just take your time with this one because you don't want to spill it over onto the silver bits that you've already painted, as this will stain the silver. I mean, you can make it look like, you know, bodily fluids from the machine has leaked out, but it's up to you. You also want to, if you've painted these little dents and rents in the armor with the Bugman's Glow, then you might want to add the flesh shade to it, and you know, like the cracks here, the flesh is coming out, little cracks like that. And then also we've got his gob, so the tongue, the mouth. You might find it easier to take it off the base and paint it like that around there. Got all these areas around the weapon, and if you're real careful, you can get in around those missiles without staining the missiles themselves. So you end up with something similar to that effect. And if you feel like it's not enough, you can always apply a second layer of it in some of the recesses once it has dried. And there you have it. So all you got to do is just paint the rest. And there you go, a very quick, simple and easy technique to get the best out of all those flesh tones and all those nasty balls and tentacles and stuff, but it also makes the faces look pretty cool too. So let's see what you guys have been up to in our community focus. Okay, so welcome to the community focus section. Now, as you may notice, I'm not actually in my hobby corner. I'm stealing another corner in another house. So if you hear any weird screaming or anything, don't worry. It's only my kids downstairs being killed by my wife. So let's get on. So, in this episode, I asked for people to share their whole collections. I tried to see if I could encourage our Spanish and our Australian hobbyists to join in as well, because we're all at different points. I think Spain isn't too far behind us, and Australia is sort of just hitting the teens in the issues. So it's a good time to start seeing what everyone's doing. So let's have a look and see what you look up to. Obviously it's not all Conquest, and you'll find out a lot of people are adding to their existing armies, so you'll see some Conquest related content there, but they'll have larger armies, which is quite impressive. So first up is Chris Ruddy Radcliffe, and he is from Whitehaven in the UK, and his existing collection it needs paint, dude. Get some paint on it, man. It'll look awesome once you get some on there. But it looks like you've been adding to an existing force that you had. You got an airship, you got a walker, I think that's an armiger thing. You got a Devastate squad in there and everything like that. So you got a nice force there. You just need to get it painted, dude. So I can't wait to see how that turns out. So Lee Fletcher shared his amazing picture of his battlefield with both the Death Guard and the Ultramarines fighting it out. He is from Bonnie, Scotland, near Falkirk. Bonnie, Scotland. Falkirk's a nice place, by the way. So he said it's 95% Conquest stuff there. He's added a couple of extra bits in, obviously. But yeah, no, it looks fantastic. It's a great collection, and do seriously get it all painted, man. It's gonna look freaking awesome. Just imagine how that's gonna look once it's all done. And it does look like you're sort of picking and choosing what you want to paint, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Go with what you feel you want to paint. Can't force yourself. Ron Heathcote from Western Australia. Way, our first Australian post in this conversation. And he's got Lieutenant Calcius, he's got the Poxwalkers, he has 2 lots of Plague Marines, and of course he has his Intercessors and Reavers. So a nice budding collection there, and he's getting that paint job done, and it's coming along very nicely. So I look forward to seeing how your collection grows and how you get it all painted up. And Pavov Polko, and well, he's just showing off basically. He has a huge collection, massive collection. Easily got a couple of companies worth there. He's got knights, he's got Thunderhawk, he's got drop pods, he's got tanks of all shapes and sizes. He's even got some Astra Militarum support there, and then he's got a nice collection of Death Guard there as well. He's got tons of characters and heroes. He's even got a Forge World tank. He sent in loads of pictures, so I'll just quickly breeze through them because I did want to focus a bit more on the Conquest stuff, but this collection is really impressive, and it shows just how much you can get carried away. Right, next up is Ken Thurlow, and he has shared the stuff that he's been working on, and he said he has some Shadow Spear box set coming to bolster this lot as well, so which is a great addition to this existing collection as well. So he's got a great little collection there, and it's coming along very nicely, and he's well ahead of me on my painting. Definitely, you're keeping up with the painting, which is great. I see you were sneaky, and you got yourself an extra Blight Hauler, an extra Rhino, and you got yourself a Demon Prince as well. Alright, so no, that looks amazing, so keep up, definitely. Keep up the good work. Alright, and then he's thrown in a little picture of his small Deathwatch army as well. So that's a nice little collection coming along as well. I do like Deathwatch because you can experiment a bit more. You can do more conversions and stuff, and it'll fit because each member is from a different chapter, so they bring their own personality to the squads. Oh, and he threw in a picture of his Salamander army. So I will show that. I mean, that is a pretty impressive collection, definitely. So he's from Chingford in London. Ryan Card from Nuneaton in England. He is shared with us his total force of Ultramarines. So it's something about 13,000 points or more worth of Ultramarines, and let's have a look here. So I can't show all of the pictures because some of them are a bit blurred, but I'll show you the best of them. And as you can see, it's a non-stop horde of Ultramarines, the heroes, the leaders, special characters. He's got at least one of each of the vehicles and tanks and that from the different eras and the different phases that Games Workshop have gone through as well. So you got the older land speeders, you got the older Rhino based tanks, the old Whirlwinds and the old Predator tanks. You can tell because they're a lot boxier, they're a bit smaller and very straight edge, and they got those two panels at the front, and then the turrets are quite sort of squat. But it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So thank you again for sharing that. Okay, we've got one more from Avon Vagel. I hope I said your name right. Sorry if I haven't. Correct me in the comments below. He's from Australia, and he's checking in with his collection, and he's only on issue 7 on the subscription, but he's got a great little collection going there, and he's done a really good paint job there. I like what he's done with Lieutenant Calcius's base. You know, he's given it a scenic base. It really helps to emphasize on the character, and I can see that you are painting from your existing collection of paints, which is cool. I do like what you've done with the Reaver Sergeant as well. You paint his whole face to look like a skull mask, and it's really effective as well. Little budding Death Guard army as well is coming along very nicely. So can't wait to see how they look when you finish those. Right. And that's it for your pictures, so thank you very much for sharing those. It's great to see what you guys are up to around the world as well as in the UK, and I'm hoping to in the future dedicate an episode to our Spanish brothers and also to our Australian brothers, just so we can get a bit more idea of what you guys are up to, see if your painting styles are similar or different, and see how your collections are growing. So thank you again for entering in this episode's community focus. There's some fantastic entries there, and I really do hope that it helps to inspire others to get those paints out and paint their stuff up, and I hope that I see your stuff very soon too. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment below, and follow all the links in the description below if you want to follow my social media outlets, or if you want to catch up on any of those awesome groups where you can find even more inspiration. Also, don't forget to drop my main man Big Beck Danskull a subscription, as every week he'll get the latest issue for this subscription and he'll walk you through it, he'll expand upon it, and he'll contextualize all of it. So it's a really good watch. And that's it for this episode. So thank you again for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.